Yeah.
I stick with the keyboard, bruh. I ain't even.
Oh, let's mute that. Okay. Okay. Oh. The following is a production of TeamBoydTV.com. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Big Q up in the building. Hey, listen, this is Team Boyd TV Live. This is the dopest NFL live show on YouTube. Some technical difficulties abound. You know what I mean? The show got pushed back almost an hour and a half, but we are still here. We still gonna do the AFC South breakdown that you guys picked for whatever reason. I am joined by my man, Glass from Get With It Sports. What's going on, bro?
What's up, man? Appreciate you having me back on for episode 2.
Yeah.
Break down this AFC South. So
yeah,
let's get this going. Let's get it cracked.
Hey, listen though, I want to give a shout out to you real quick. We had that 2-cent deposit debate on your channel the other night, man. That thing was awesome, man. I had a lot of fun doing that, man. I want to just give you a big ups and a shout on that. That was pretty dope.
Cool. I appreciate you being on there. I appreciate Dave from Wake Up Football being on there. So it looked like it's going to be a weekly thing because it turned out to be a successful project to be working on.
I think so too. And so you guys can know what's really going on, we're going to do things the way we always do, even though things look a little weird. Hopefully we'll be back up and running the proper way next week. Give a shout out to our boy JB, having some issues, man. He couldn't really be here with us tonight, man. Nothing serious, so nobody that crazy. It's nothing crazy. It's just, he having some technical difficulties and he just couldn't really be a part of the show this evening. But it's all gravy though. We're gonna move forward. We're gonna do it. He ain't missing much. It's the AFC South. I'm just saying, Glass, it's the AFC South.
I know. Let me go ahead and throw this out there right now. Since we're gonna talk about it, You know, we keep it real on this show.
We do.
So let me start off by doing this.
What? Okay, what's that? Problems, comments, hate what I'm saying, get with it, sports to a Gmail.
All right.
Oh my goodness, that
So
is
my
crazy.
question is, who the hell out there picked the AFC South for the second episode? Don't get me wrong. I know you got Jacksonville fans, you got Houston fans, Indianapolis fans. I'm missing one. Tennessee fans.
Yeah, Tennessee. That's right,
and my
right.
family from Tennessee. I love Tennessee. Well, come on, man. We're talking about divisional breakdown. What is there to break down in the AFC South?
Listen,
I thought the NFC East was bad.
Yeah, I thought NFC East was bad too. Hey, but it's gonna be rough. You know, so it's a few things that it's gonna obviously this ain't gonna be an hour and a half long show like we normally do. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. But
not either.
But just like we did last week, we're gonna do it the same way again this week. Up on TeamBoydTV right now, right as we speak. I think if I remember to update the website. Had a lot of stuff to do today, but anyway, it should be up on the website right now. There should be a poll. We will be doing the NFC next week. And watch, Glass, we had 9 total votes for the AFC. Watch how many votes we get for the NFC. I
can imagine. I know, like you said, like me and you both said off air, we know where we're gonna stomp on next. So
yeah, absolutely. So listen, the NFC, we got 3 divisions left in the NFC. We got the NFC South, the NFC West, and the NFC North that's left. Up on TeamBoydTV.com, I think. If it's not there now, it'll be up there later, because if I forgot to update the website, I think I did, though. But the poll will be up there. You guys vote for which division I want us to do next. As for tonight, we're going to struggle and through this AFC South division. Right. There's some cool stuff. Man, it might be some Jacksonville Jaguar fans out there, some Indianapolis Colts fans out there. But again, you can use the hashtag, what you see right below right there. The hashtag is TeamBoydTV Live. Use the hashtag, your tweet will pop up in that little box right up above my head right there, and it'll be good to go. Other than that, I'm trying to think, Clash, you had anything you want to say before we get into that first break, bruh?
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give you a little, of course, I'm cool with shameless plugs. I live off of that. Anyway, I was preparing myself to do this show. I was all straight and everything. And then, of course, you popped up your new project.
Yes.
TeamBoydTV with the Shield podcast.
The Shield, yeah.
People, y'all need to check that out, because I might have watched that a couple of times. I got charged up and messed up with what my trainer thought right now. So hopefully I can get it back. But I'm sure you're gonna talk about it at the end of this show. So I just want to tell y'all, be prepared. I tweeted the stuff out and got charged up. So yeah.
Oh no, it's gonna be dope. We'll talk about it a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I put the bumper up. If you guys want to go, well, don't go right now because you're watching us, but later, go and check out, TeamBoydTV Turbo on YouTube. The bumper is there. It is pretty dope. It's kind of cool. I found the little Shield deal with the wrestling thing, and had some Tupac. Tupac is my boy. I had some holla if you hear me on it. Look, it charged me up. It got me excited. We'll break it down in a little bit. But right now, though, we got to pay the bills, man. We got to keep the lights on up in this piece, man. So we're going to go ahead and pay a visit to our sponsor, Domain.com. And when we come back, I think you want me to take Jacksonville first?
Don't we go from the bottom to the top?
Yeah, we do.
I don't think Jacksonville is the first one.
You don't think Jacksonville's the first? Okay, well, you got the first one?
No, it ain't. Well, no, it ain't Jacksonville. It's Houston.
Oh, okay, because I'm looking at a bunch of 32s, 31s, 22s, 30. I'm looking at a bunch of that. Okay, no, but you got Houston though, right? No, I got Houston, don't I?
I'll take care of Houston.
Okay, cool. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and take a break. We'll be right back, and we got Glass with Houston, so it's all gravy. Here we go. TeamBoydTV Turbo is sponsored by Domain.com. In today's connected world, it's kind of hard to be heard or to get noticed. That's why an online presence is so vital. If you have a brand to promote, relying on social media just doesn't cut it these days. Although social media is a powerful way to build a following, there is nothing like having your own hosted website. That's where Domain.com comes in. Domain.com offers the very best in web hosting services, and with plans starting at just under $4 a month, it's super affordable as well. And now, because you guys are awesome TeamBoydTV Turbo subscribers, you can get yourself a sweet combo deal if you go to TeamBoydTV.com and click the Domain.com button. Once you click the button, you get redirected to the Domain.com promo page where once you sign up and use the promo code DOMFREE, that's DOMFREE, you can get yourself a free domain name. That's a free website that you can use to build your audience. And Domain.com web hosting is packed with bonus features too. Check this out. All web hosting plans come with $100 Google AdWords bonus, $50 Yahoo/Bing search marketing credit, $50 in Facebook advertising, a free YellowPages.com listing, and get this, a free toll-free phone number if you live in the U.S. And if you're like me and you know nothing about website design, Domain.com even has the awesomely easy drag-and-drop site builder to get you up and running right away. So what are you waiting for? There's no excuse not to get your online presence rolling right now. Remember, go to TeamBoydTV.com, click the Domain.com button, and use the promo code DOMFREE to get your free domain to use for your website today.
Yeah. But we're gonna keep it rolling.
Oh my God.
We gotta get this train back on the track. It's gonna be all right, bro.
You know what? This is a rough one, man. This is a rough one. It's a little sloppy, but we got it though. I'm gonna let you go ahead and okay, you start at the bottom. Okay, all right, cool. Let's hear what's up in Houston real quick.
Okay, well, shockingly, starting from the bottom is the Houston Texans. They had a 2-14 overall record. They was 1-5 in the division. Offense was ranked 11th overall with 108 yards rushing per game, which was 20th in the league. Then they had 238 yards passing in the league, which was 14th. Defense, of course, a solid defense. They was ranked 6th in the league with opponents running 122 yards per game on them, which was 19th in the league.
Yep.
Opponents was passing 195 yards on them, which was 5th in the league. So started off the year strong. Well, I don't know if you're gonna say strong. Start off the year coming back and winning against the San Diego Chargers in week 1, and they squeaked out an overtime win on the Tennessee Titans in week 2, and it all went to hell after that. They were lost 14 in a row.
Yes, it is.
I think, of course, obviously, the quarterback at the time was Matt Schaub, and he was the scapegoat. He played 8 games, was 219. He passed completed 219 passes out of 358 passes for a 61% completion rate. Threw 10 TDs, but he threw 14 interceptions. And it was like every time he threw an interception, it went back for a pick 6.
Yes, it did. For at least 6 weeks in a row, right?
Yeah. I think he broke a record. I think he broke a record. It was 4 consecutive weeks he threw a pick 6. And if numbers like that, that's going to mess up your confidence. I think that's what happened with Matt Schaub, and Coach Kubiak had to sit him down and bring in Case Keenum. Let's talk about Coach Kubiak. Well, man, so stressed out that he had a mini stroke for halftime at the Colts game on November 3rd.
Right.
And it seemed like the Texans tried to help him out a couple of weeks down the line by firing him. I think it was December 6th. So it is what it is, man.
It's pretty rough. Hey, look, they got some bright spots in that whole thing, though. They got, we'll talk about that in a minute, but they got, they had the number 1 overall draft pick, right?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They did lose Gary Kubiak, which we said that during the season though. Yeah. And we said that he was going to be the first coach fired, and we said he was going to be fired before the end of the season. We said it. You heard it first on TeamBoydTV Live. So we went too far off with that. This thing right here is crazy. And then I was looking at, when they brought Keenum in, did he continue the trend? Didn't he throw a pick 6 in his first game?
He threw it. He threw 1 or 2 pick 6s. Yeah, so it was like
crazy. It
went to hell after it just lost it.
Yeah,
man.
It was terrible, man. It was terrible. So listen, they did have the number 1 overall draft pick, and let's see what they did. They had everybody know they got Jadeveon Clowney, right? So tell me how you feel about that.
Of course, there was a little, vote between who should be the number 1 pick between him and, of course, Johnny Football.
Right.
I think they made a good pick. even though defense didn't have too much of a problem,
Yeah.
it was the offensive side. But you got to pick at this time they had to pick the best player that was on the board.
I don't know. Let me ask you though, right? You got this crazy stuff going on with your quarterbacks, right? And you get one that's throwing, giving the other team. It seemed like Matt Shaw was playing for the other team. Other teams playing against the Houston Texans had a +7, automatically. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then you bring in the quarterback, and and he contributes to the whole thing too. And you sitting there, and you got the #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, and then you got Johnny Manziel, which I don't know. Everybody's talking about Johnny Manziel. I don't know. Texas boy, this, that, and the third. If you think they really made the right move?
Yeah, I think so. As much as I do like Johnny Manziel, I know you don't, but that's a whole different story.
Right, it's a whole different story.
But you got, like I said, the new coach, Bill O'Brien. He's a disciplinarian. As you can tell, he came from the New England Patriots staff before he went to Penn State. So they don't condone riffraff. He's a polite way to say it. So, of course, it's going to be mixing vinegar and water if they picked up Manziel. Yeah. If O'Brien picked up Manziel. So they went to the next best thing, which was Jadeveon Clowney. And that's saying that's the next best thing. He's a monster, so you can't go wrong with Jadeveon Clowney. Nah, I guess he just figured just later on down the line they'll get a franchise quarterback some way, somehow, because who they got now, I think they just said that Ryan Fitzpatrick is the starter.
Right. So that's what it looked like so far.
That's not saying much right there, So.
It really ain't. I guess ain't nothing really left to do but check out their schedule and let's see if this right here works for us, because we've been having some problems tonight. But let's see if the schedule works. I know. Oh, actually it does. Look at that. That's amazing how everything else is jacked up. The schedule worked though. All right, listen. Let's look at the first 4 games. Redskins at home. They got at the Raiders, at the Giants. And then got the Bills at home. Just checking that out. What you think?
Now, this is my opinion, and I'm not, I ain't gonna say I'm a guru, but I do know what I'm talking about. I believe they're gonna win the first game at home against Washington.
You say giving Washington no type of.
I'm not giving Washington. They gotta get that stuff together. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I think I think the Houston defense will give Griffin some flux. So, but like I said, Washington will win the first one. They will go to Oakland and beat Oakland.
Okay, look at that. That's 2 wins off the bat.
I'm gonna say they're gonna lose at New York. Okay, and of course they're gonna win in Buffalo. Wow, that's what I'm predicting. Wow. So at that time, in 4 games, they'll be 3-1.
Oh, look, that's crazy. 3-1. Ain't that more games than that's more games than they won.
Houston Texans don't let me down. Don't let me look like a fool. That's all I have to say.
Hey, because you know what? I was high on them last season. Going into last season, I had them, coming out of the South. I had them winning.
Everybody had. I knew their window of opportunity was going to close soon.
Yeah. But
I know it was going to be slammed shut like that.
I know that's right. Man, so the next ones we got are at the Cowboys. Yeah, they play first divisional game of the year at home against the Colts. Then they go to see the Steelers, and then they still stay out there and play against the Titans. What else we got? And then they got the Eagles at home, and then they go on the bye. So that's what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 games. At the Cowboys, how you feeling about that?
Okay, this is where I'm at with this one. I had them going 3-1.
Yeah.
Now I have to slip it down to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 game losing streak before they get to the bye.
Wow. So wait a minute.
Yeah, you heard me right. You heard? Look, this is my picks, man.
They're gonna lose at the Cowboys, the Colts, at the Steelers, at the Titans, and the Eagles. Look, I can agree with you on. Are they playing in Jaguars? Yeah,
Tennessee is shaky. They might win against Tennessee, but I'm just going to count it as a loss right now. But at that time, so when they go into the bye in week 10, they will have a 3-6 record.
Okay. I'm feeling that. Okay, let's see what happens after the bye. After the bye, we got the Browns, the Bengals, the Titans again. divisional game against the Jags and the Colts back to back. Then they go to the Ravens, and then they got the last divisional game against the Jags. Wow. You know what? For them to be as bad as they were, I don't understand how they got such a rough ass schedule. That's not that.
Right. Somebody got
me.
something against them. Somebody got something against them.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
They ended up being. They ended up with the number 1 overall draft pick, which means they were the worst team in the NFL, right? And they got this rough ass schedule. It makes no sense to me. I don't get it.
Agree.
The Browns by week 11, I don't know what they're going to be doing, what they're going to look like. I mean, the Browns, they're not going to have a terrible season. I don't think they're going to have a terrible season by any stretch of the imagination. It's just they're going to have a bunch of weird stuff going on. Bengals, man, I don't know if I'm still wanting to. I don't know if I still want to roll the dice with the Bengals. I was on the Bengals bandwagon. I was rolling with the dudes, man. They kind of let me down last year, man. Them Titans, the Jags. I mean, it's an automatic loss to the Colts.
Right.
I'm just saying.
I'm with you.
And then the Ravens. I don't know what the Ravens got, but I can't see the Ravens losing to the Houston Texans though. And I don't even think they're gonna sweep the Jags. I think the Jags gonna get one of them games. What you think?
All right. Well, Cleveland. I got them winning against Cleveland. I have them losing against Cincinnati, and I know we're gonna get to Cincinnati when we talk about the division, but I think Cincinnati Bengals window of opportunity is closed.
Yep, I gotta agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna win against the Titans, win at Jacksonville, lose to Colts in Indianapolis. They're gonna lose to the Baltimore Ravens, and they will win that last game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I have them finishing the season at 7-9.
Well, that sounds about right. I guess I can't really argue with that. I think 7-9 for them, that's still a hell of an improvement.
That's a come up.
Yes.
From a 2-14 record, that's a come up.
Absolutely. You know what I mean?
And I'm gonna give Bill O'Brien some credit. I think he's gonna come in there and shake some stuff up and get stuff on right, because let's not forget they got rid of, I think, the whole coaching staff, and they brought in defensive coordinator from, I think he was defensive coordinator. I can't remember where he was at. Romeo Cornell. They bring in Mike Vrabel as a linebackers coach. And if I'm not mistaken, Bill O'Brien will be the offensive coordinator. I don't know if that's a good move for him in this first year.
Yes, it is. I agree with that. Listen, you called them at 7-9.
Yes.
I ain't gonna give them that many props. You know, I ain't gonna give them that many props. 7-9. That's. I mean, 6-10 is still being generous in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm on 5-11. That's where I'm at. I don't think they come up that easily. They still got this quarterback situation that they gotta.
Yes.
So look, JB is tweeting at me. He says, "Read some tweets, bro." I'm okay. All I seen was a tweet.
Wait a minute, JB, you my boy there, thing. Don't be running things from the outside looking in, bro.
He's like a backseat producer. I don't know what's going on. But
JB.
I'm gonna see what kind of tweets I got, because all I got is tweets from him. You know what I'm saying? Look, it says, let's see, JB says, TeamBoydTV hanging there, bro. Sucks I missed this one. And then he tweeted again, read some tweets, boy. Look, ain't nobody really paying attention to this breakdown. I'm just saying. And JB ain't here, so I mean, ain't nobody gonna watch, because the clown prince ain't here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know. So look, I say 5-11. You say
7-9.
7-9. Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right, I'm with it. Okay. So let's see what we got. We move on to Jacksonville, right? Wow, this is brutal.
Excuse me while I yawn real quick.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying, wow. Looking at this is even painful. You know what I'm saying? Look, they was average 15.4 points for the season. That was 32nd ranked offense. Yards 31st at 293. Passing was 22nd. Rushing was 31st. I mean, do I really need to continue here? This is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I look at this. No receivers over 1,000 yards. No rushers over 1,000. Now, to Maurice Jones-Drew's credit, he did rack up about 800 yards, which I think for him in that situation was actually pretty impressive. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. The number one receiver was Cecil Shorts. He was close to 1,000 at 777, and that kind of thing. The big thing with them though, they had a really high draft pick too. I forget what number they went. Did they go 4? Was it 3 or 4? Jacksonville.
I want to say 3.
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4. But they got Blake Bortles, right? Mm-hmm. Which for everybody was saying, you know what I'm saying, like he was the best quarterback in the draft. Okay. So that's what I read. Everybody was like, yeah, Blake Bortles is probably the best one. Even now, this is my question to you though, Glass. If he's the best quarterback in the that was in the draft, how come they saying that he's automatically not going to start this year? Like they already said that he ain't even going to play, but he's the best quarterback in the draft. Now other quarterbacks, Bridgewater's going to play, Manziel more than likely is going to play. You know what I mean? But the best quarterback in the draft is not going to play. Explain that.
But okay, maybe the Jacksonville Jaguars are on something correct for a first time in I don't know how many years. Because I always said you should never start a rookie quarterback. Right. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't throw him in there with the Lions from the get go. They might want to groom him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Get him ready for in the future. The offensive line isn't straight yet. So why throw him out there, get beat down? You know what you got. Groom him, shape him up, then put him out there. That's how they used to do it back in the day. I don't know, all of a sudden now you just throw the quarterback out there. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that, but everybody don't have that franchise quarterback that can catch on as quick as Andrew Luck, RG3, Cam Newton, all, you know what I'm saying? So they doing it the old school way. Yeah. And I don't have really a problem with that, especially where they go.
But my question is, who? So if Bortles is not, so he's going to learn under Henny. Who's the
I'm not saying his teacher is anything worth talking about.
Because I thought that's what you were saying. I don't know.
No. I guess you just sit him on the sideline and show him what not to do.
Okay, that makes sense. That is crazy. All right, so I don't know what to say about this team, man. It's crazy to me. We sitting here, 20 years later, and we watching this franchise be in this much turmoil. This team started the same time that my beloved Carolina Panthers did. And, and not saying that Carolina didn't go through their woes either, because they did. They went through stretches and stretches, and we just came off a 5-year stretch where we didn't have a winning season. So I know what it's like. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But this is rough, though, because, those teams came out at the same time. And I remember Jacksonville back in the day, though. They were a tough team, man. What happened, Glenn? Right.
You just had that one. You know what? I guess just like any team, you can't really pile up your best players all of a sudden and then be struggling at the cap, and then all of a sudden everybody leaving because you don't have enough money to pay them. Right. I think that's what happened. They was loaded at one time. I can't remember. They had some Hall of Fame linemen and I can't remember who the quarterback was at the time, but they had a nice little squad, and all of a sudden everybody started leaving. They act like they couldn't pay anybody, so you left with a skeleton crew.
But man, they haven't had a decent quarterback since Mark Brunell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the quarterback I say about right.
Wow, and that's been a long time ago, man. That's been a long time. Other teams done went. They on their second or third quarterbacks in that time stretch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that's crazy. All right.
Hopefully they get it together. They got some time to get it together because you can't get too much lower than where they're at now.
Right.
So I take that back. Houston was lower than them.
Yes, anyway. They were. That's right. So let's look at Jacksonville's schedule. All right. Let me see if we can get this in view. Here we go. All right. So according to this thingamajiggy, you know what? These schedules, who put this stuff together? I don't get it. I really don't. They got their first 2 games on the road against the Eagles and Redskins. They come home, face the Colts, gonna get smashed. Then they go to see the Chargers, gonna get smashed. We got the Steelers in there at home. They go to see the Titans, the Browns at home, the Dolphins at home, the Bengals on the road, the Cowboys, and then they go to the bye week. Let's break this down. I think the Eagles, Redskins, those 2 road games, back-to-back losses. They come home, the season opener, loss.
Gets mad.
Then they go back on the road to see, my boy Phillip Rivers and the Bolts lose. Then they come home and Ben Roethlisberger and the boys come in the building. They lose. You know what I mean? I think they get their first win. In it's gonna be in week 6. I can't remember how far did they go into the season? No, they didn't have a losing streak in the beginning of the season last year, did they?
No.
Okay.
They I can't remember how that went. I think they. Oh no, they did. They didn't win the games after the bye.
That's what I thought.
Then I think they had the 3-game winning streak. I think that's how that. Right. So no. All right.
So
now I agree with you on many of the games. But I'm gonna throw in my upset win.
Not a Charger.
There you go.
Oh no. Phillip Rivers on a mission, man. Phillip Rivers.
Listen, he always been on a mission.
He has.
You only can do what you can do, but that's gonna be their first win in week 4 again. It's gonna be at San Diego.
Wow, but you know what? Phillip Rivers got a taste of the playoffs, which he hadn't saw in like my 4 years. 4 or 5 years. He liked it, man, and he also know this is pretty much like if he want to continue playing in the NFL, he gonna have to produce this year because this is a contract year for him. So he gonna have to do something, right? If he want to continue his career. I got a feeling the Chargers are going to be something serious this year, man. I do.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay.
All right. So let's go. Because we went our way through. Did you go way through to the bye with the Cowboys?
Okay. Let me see. We left off at my win with San Diego. They're going to lose to the Steelers, lose to the Titans. They're going to beat Cleveland Browns, and they will beat the Miami Dolphins. They will lose at Cincinnati, and they will lose against Dallas. So when they get to the bye in week 11, they will be 3-7.
Wow.
What you got? Wait. What did you say they was going to be?
I thought I was going to lose the first 6 games. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, they might be the Titans. So they'll be there. 5. Yeah, man. The rest of it, they might be the Titans before the bye. They might be the Titans. That's it. That's all I give them. I can't give them nothing else.
One game
before the bye. That's it.
Okay. All right.
And then look, after the bye, they go see the Colts. They're gonna get smashed again, right? They may beat the Giants. They gonna get beat by the Texans. They're gonna get beat by the Ravens. They might win this game against the Titans at home. So that means they split the Titans. And then they may get one win over Houston. So I think they'll split with Houston. They'll split with Tennessee. Get swept by Indy, right? That's what I see. So I'm thinking, look, they're going to lose the first 5 and then lose 4 more after that. So what is that? So that's 9 games. You know what I mean? That they lose.
Right.
So that's 7 and 9. That's what I got. That's what I got.
Okay. Well, I got them losing at the Colts.
Okay.
They're going to beat the Giants. They will beat Houston. They're going to lose to Baltimore. They're going to lose to Tennessee. And they're going to sweep Houston because they're going to beat them in week 17. And after everything was said and done, I have them going 6-10. You got them going 7-9?
Oh, yeah. Hold up. Maybe I was wrong. 5-11? That's what I meant? Is that what I meant? 5-11? Yeah, that's what I meant.
You meant 5-11. Okay. Yeah, when you said that, I said 7-9. Wow.
5-11. Yeah, 5-11, man. That's what I meant on that. 5-11. Oh my God. They don't get no better this year. I don't see anything that they've done to make them better this year, right? No. And their division really ain't got that much better either. I mean, Houston, they brought in their number 1 draft pick is a guy who, I think he's going to make an immediate impression. I think he's going to start immediately, but they good on defense. I mean, what's going to be? What they're going to get that much better? I don't understand. So I don't know. I mean, the gap between Indianapolis and the other teams in that division is just so wide. You feel where I'm coming from?
Exactly.
Right.
I agree. But I mean, yeah, I understand. They're gonna inch their way up to progression. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It's like we just got to be talking about the Houston Texans. We can't give them a 2-14 record, and then they're gonna flip around and be 14-2.
Right.
They ain't gonna happen.
No.
It's like we're gonna say about Jacksonville. Jacksonville was what 4-12.
Mm-hmm.
Now they 6-10, and you give them 5-11. So it's a progression going forward. Yeah. So it ain't that bad.
No, it ain't that bad. But they ain't no Kansas Kansas City Chiefs is.
Hell to the no.
You know, and Bill O'Brien ain't not Bill O'Brien. Gus Bradley ain't no Andy Reid either.
No,
not
at all. Not at all.
So that's what that looked like. All right, moving right along, we're gonna go into our next break, and then we come back. Glass, you got these other two, right? Because I had ones I got were Houston and Jacksonville, so I didn't get the other one. So you got the other one?
I'll roll it.
Okay,
I
cool.
got it.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's get into this break, and then we'll be back and we'll take care of that.
Cool. Are we off here?
Get social with TeamBoydTV. Like our Facebook page and join us every Sunday during the regular season for the TeamBoydTV Facebook halftime show. You can also follow us on Twitter at TeamBoydTV and at VernieB73. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at TeamBoydTV Turbo for all of our live shows, podcasts, among other things. Be sure to check out our Google Plus page for real-time status update and overall community discussion. TeamBoydTV is also on Instagram, Spreaker, and iTunes. Once again, thank you for watching TeamBoydTV.
Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta, Shield.
Here we go, turn it up, let it start. From block to block, we snatching hearts and jacking marks. And the punk police can't fade me a minute. We can have this someday, but right now I got my mind set up. Looking down the bottle of a gun, get up. Give the time I make the pay back back to my brothers on the block, better stay strapped, black. And accept no substitutes. I bring truth to the youth, tell the youth from my old school. Oh no, I won't turn the other cheek. Case you can't see us when we burn the other week. Now we got him in the smash, blast. How long will it last till the road get more cash? Until then, raise up till the young black man's blaze up. Like some mess, don't stress, test. I'm giving but we thankful that you're living blessed. Much love to my brothers in the pen. See you when I free you, if not when they shove you in. Once again, this is all I'll strap. Keep your hands in your gap, now your boys watch your back. In the alleys, I'm down in my town. Got mess with the best and the best with the help. Scream if you feel it, see it clear, you're too near it. Holler if you hear it. Holler if you hear it. Holler if you hear it.
Sierra Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta.
Hit my mic. We back, and wow, this has been a struggle. Hey, listen, Lisa, it might get better here. I'm saying, what you got for me next, man? What you got for me
All right. Next up on the docket is the Tennessee Titans. They finished 7-9. Oh, shouts out to James Carter TV,
Yep.
Tennessee Titans fans, just throw it out there.
Yep.
They went 7-9 overall, 2-4 in the division. Offensively, they was 20th. They was ranked 20th in the league. They rushed for 118 yards per game, which is 14th. They passed for 218 yards per game, which is 19th. Defensively, they was 14th in the league. The opponents averaged 112 yards rushing yards on them, which was 16th in the league, and they averaged 225 passing yards on them, which is 12th in the league. Titans, they started off good. I think they went 3-1 at the beginning of the season, and then everything fell apart when quarterback Jake Locker suffered a hip injury.
Yeah.
He came back a couple of weeks later, then suffered a Liz Frank injury that put him out for the rest of the season. And surprisingly, Jake Locker, he was balling when he was up in there. He didn't throw a pick in his first 4 games. So, they had a bright spot. He got hurt, and everything revolves around the quarterback.
Yep.
If anybody, I'll talk about that later. But
let me ask you though.
Huh?
Do you think that Locker is an answer in Tennessee though?
I like Jake Locker. He's not a franchise quarterback, but there's not too many franchise quarterbacks out there. No. He'll do for now till something else come up, or free agency. We'll see, but he'll do all right. Yeah. He'll maintain the Tennessee Titans. I mean, they're not doing that bad. No. They're in the middle of the pack. So, like I said, I like Jake Locker.
Yeah. So listen, they suffered. They kind of got ravaged a little bit during free agency, right? they lost a lot of players, man. Then they lost Chris Johnson to the Jets, which I'm gonna go ahead and say right now. You know, in this new system, I think that Chris Johnson gonna flourish just like what Daniel Tomlinson did in that system, especially with the two mobile quarterbacks they got. I think it was they jumped the ship on Chris Johnson a little too early, and that kind of. So look, what they got, Kenny Britt. I don't even know who they got. They got Cooks. Who?
Kenny Britt is Kenny Britt gone?
I think it is. He is gone, ain't he?
He is gone. I believe he's gone too.
So they don't leave them with nobody but what's his name? Cooks. What's the first name? I forget what his first name is. The tight end guy that they had. You know, he was pretty good.
Jerry Cook.
Yeah. Jerry Cook. Yeah. He was pretty good. So I mean,
how long was Mike Munchak only there for 1 year?
He was there for 2 years. I want to say
2 years.
I want to say he was there for 2 years. Yeah.
So that's another bright spot. They got rid. I'm not saying I don't think it's all Munchak's fault. They brought in Ken Wisenhunt though, so that's a bright spot. I think he had a bad rap in Arizona.
Right.
So hopefully, this is coming back to fruition. So yeah, we'll see.
I don't know. I mean, ain't much I can really say about this team. I guess we just go to the schedule.
Okay. Let's do that.
Let's see if I can get it in the viewer here so we can see what's going on. Why is this one so small? Oh, this is weird. Okay, I guess. All right, we'll do it like this now. Okay, cool. Wow. That's an ass whooping right out the gate. They gotta go at the Arrowhead to start the season off. Come back and got the Cowboys. Then go out to see the Bengals. Then they go out and see the Colts. Come back, they got the Browns and the Jags. Go see the Redskins. And then they finish off at home before the bye with the Texans. Let me say this.
Okay.
The start of this season here. Yo, who making these schedules, man? They
don't have no love for the bottom seed.
Oh, I'm trying to tell you.
Real.
You know what I mean? Listen, how bad is that week one opener against the Chiefs gonna be?
That's going. You know how we talked about who is that? Dallas Cowboys and 49ers. How 49ers gonna go in and tag that ass.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a straight suicide mission.
Yes, it is.
You're going to have the Tennessee Titans go into Arrowhead Stadium, and I consider Arrowhead Stadium a hard place to play.
Oh, absolutely.
And where they playing now, I know they went to a tailspin at the end of the year, but let's not forget they won, 9 games in a row?
I think it was 10.
10?
Yeah.
Could be 10 games in a row, but yeah, that's an ass whooping waiting to happen.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of them I'll meet you at 3 o'clock type situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow. So look, you see they go on the road. They season openers against the Cowboys, the home opener, and then they got 2 road games against the Bengals and the Colts, and then they got 2 home games against the Browns and the Jags. And, look, this first stretch here, I see them being able to probably beat Jacksonville, and depending on what's going on in Cleveland at that time, and this is early in the season, they might be able to get something going against Cleveland, but I can't see them winning, but like maybe 2 games out of that stretch. What you see? We almost was in agreement on that one. Yeah. I got them losing the first 4 games, of course. Right.
Yeah, I say they're gonna win against Cleveland. They're gonna win against Jacksonville, but they're gonna lose at Washington, and I think they're gonna squeak out a win against Houston. So by week 9, I got them going 3-5.
Right. Now for somebody who was completely against Washington the other day, because you was talking about JB, because or was it the other way around?
I was I think I was the one against Washington.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You giving them a lot of wins in the AFC South, though. You definitely
it's the AFC South.
I know, right?
You can't beat them, then you don't need to be
okay. So look, you think the Texans can win that first divisional matchup right there? I mean, because they're playing against Tennessee in Tennessee. You know what I mean?
Right. I got Tennessee winning that game.
Oh, okay. Wow, still no left.
I got them winning against Cleveland, Jacksonville, and Houston.
Wow, still no left for Houston. Oh man. All right. So after the bye, don't get no better.
Right. Listen.
Yeah.
Those 3 games right there. Week 10 at Baltimore. Week 11 Pittsburgh. Week 12 at Philly.
Yeah.
there's gonna be some stretches coming out on the field on them games.
I'm trying to tell you, man. That is rough. That is brutal.
Yeah.
And then look at this. Then they get another crack at the Texans in Houston. You go on the road. Oh no, they got the Giants coming in and the Jets. So the two New York teams come in back to back, right?
Yeah.
And then they go on the road against the Jags, and then they finish up at home against Andrew Luck. Now, how you feel about that?
Okay, at the bottom, there's at 3-5.
Yeah, man.
The way the back end of the schedule look, I'm only gonna give them one game, and that's at Jacksonville. And that's a stretch. The way, I mean, like I said, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Philly, at Houston,
right?
Two New York teams coming at you. You gonna finish off the season with an ass whooping against the Indianapolis Colts? Man, come on. 4-12 at the end of the season.
4-12. Look, I'm gonna give them one more game than you did. You know what I'm saying?
Which one you giving them?
You know what? I think they get one of them New York teams. I don't know which one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But this would be Chris Johnson's homecoming. You know what I'm saying? Chris Johnson coming back. So maybe it might not be the Jets because Chris Johnson might get off.
Chris Johnson comes back, but Sean Green probably got the points to prove.
Maybe.
Okay, he's tuned to your Jets.
Okay.
Not saying that's much because Sean Green is
right.
high garbage.
Right. I don't know.
He might be up for that game.
You never know, right? You never know. Okay. Well, then we down to the last one. We got to talk about the caveman. You know what I'm saying? Look, we almost through this thing. We almost through this thing. You know what I'm saying? Look, the next time y'all pick we'll talk about that in a minute. But
we will.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. All right. So we finishing up with Indy. What you got?
Okay. We finally get to the 10 with some kind of.
That's right.
With something to talk about.
Right.
Okay, we had the Indianapolis Colts that's 11-5. They swept the division 6-0. Offensively, they're first, of course, with Andrew Luck. They rushed for 100 yards per game, 22nd in the league, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
They passed for 436 yards per game, which was first in the league. Defensively, they was 30th, with opponents averaging 150 rushing yards on them, which was 27th in the league. And they averaged 363 pass yards on them, which was 31st in the league. So the defense needed a little help right about now.
Yeah.
But of course, they relying on the offense. Andrew Luck, I knew he was going to be something special when he came into the league, but he just proved, number one, he didn't have a sophomore slump, as you can tell. He was excellent the first 2 years of the game, first 2 seasons in the league, and he's showing that he's a true franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
And this, to me, your 4 quarterbacks that's sitting at the head of the table or sitting at the big
boy
table
table
is Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, and Rodgers.
Yeah.
Luck ain't too far. They might have to place a seat over at that table in a couple of years. So give credit where credit's due. He got the physical and mental attributes to be the franchise quarterback, and he's just showing us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Running back wise,
yeah, our grand house.
Dude, I know they got what they give up, some draft picks for Trent Richardson.
Yes, it is.
Man, that was a bill of goods right there.
No, man, Cleveland, being the dirtbags that they are.
Oh wow!
You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, they pulled the okie doke. I ain't mad at him.
No. They knew something that hey, if you want him, come get him.
That's right.
I'll take whatever you give me.
Right.
And it shows, you know what I'm saying? And I guess they gave, they see what they had in Trent Richardson. They gave Ahmad Bradshaw some shine, and he did good. But of course, he got little treads on them tires right now. So, I don't know how much longer he's gonna be able to last. So, but that air assault, let's not knock that air assault that Andrew Luck got. You got
T.Y. Hilton.
Kobe Fleener, the tight end that came with him from Stanford. Yeah. He balling out, top 10 tight end. They got Giants Hakeem Nicks, free agency. They got T.Y. Hilton. We already know what about T. Wait, hold on. I got it. What? got a tweet from James Carter. Let me see what he said.
Oh. He don't like what we said about the Tennessee Titans.
I guess he did. So let's see what he got. I need to educate you guys on the Titans in the near future. Yeah, please do so. Tell me something I don't know. Because from what I'm saying, I don't need too much education on what they talk about.
Serious, what did the Titans? What if the
Titans are? You know what? Titans are irrelevant.
That's what I was gonna say.
AFC South is almost irrelevant. The only team we're talking about right now is relevant is the Indianapolis Colts.
Listen,
So
James,
once again,
look.
Hey, wait, hold up, James Carter.
Oh, there it is.
There you go. If you got any problems, questions, we'll talk about, hit me on the email address. All right, bro? That's all I got to say.
That is
Now, back to
hilarious.
what I was saying. T.Y. Hilton is a big play threat. I forget James Carter. Anyway, T.Y. Hilton, big play threat. Then Rich Wayne come out the ACL injury, but don't shortchange him. You know what I'm saying? And I think they picked up a third round in Dante Moncrief. They're going to give problems to anybody's secondary. So
Right.
they got something to look forward to. Keep the plane rolling. Keep the train rolling.
You know. Look. I ain't really mad. I mean, I guess I was mad at Andrew Luck for a little while because, and I don't care what nobody said. They try to spin it and make it look like he wanted to go back to school and whatnot. He just didn't want to come to Charlotte. I understood what that was about. And I've been kind of
Is that the little controversy right there?
No, I just been holding it against him since that day because he decided to go back to school instead of coming to Charlotte because he's like, oh no, I'm not going to Charlotte. But you know what though, it was a good look though because we got Cam Newton and it's all gravy, and it's good. But nah, man, Andrew Luck he's awesome. I think out of all the new quarterbacks that came out over the last 4 years or so, he's been pretty good. You know what I mean? I can't knock him. I can't knock him at all. Not a fan,
agree.
but I can't knock him though. So let's see what they got going on this season. Let's see if I can pull this into view. Here we go. All right. They're going against your Broncos week 1 in Denver. That's an L for the Broncos right off the bat.
What? Stop hating, Q. Q, you hate. I smell the hate. To the fingers, man. Really? You really think the Indianapolis Colts gonna come to Denver and come out with a win in week 1?
I got one question for you, Glad.
Hear me. Let me hear you.
What happened last year?
When
Denver, when Peyton Manning went back to Indy.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
There we
yeah.
go.
Oh, yeah, I went there.
Okay.
I went there. I did that.
Okay. Since we're going back in history, check this out. Shout out to JB. He was there. When Baltimore came into Denver.
Oh, yeah. I remember
took the division win from us.
Yeah. I remember that.
What happened in the first game when we played Baltimore Ravens?
Look, I kind of felt bad for the Ravens. I did.
Remember?
They got that ass whooped.
You remember that, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. Indianapolis Colts, same thing will happen. And let's not forget, this is key. Defensively, they will be missing who? Robert Mathis.
Yeah, they will.
They top pass rusher for 4 games because of that PED situation.
Look.
So we don't have a pass rusher coming at my boy Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Oh, we gonna pick them apart. We gonna show how it's done.
You gonna show them how it's done the same way they showed
We
the
gonna show
Seahawks how it was done.
Oh, see, this is not Twitter Sports second 2 cent deposit.
Listen, y'all
This ain't a debate show right now.
y'all
man.
got on my case about I couldn't wait to see the Broncos pop up on the schedule, and it's a shame JB ain't here tonight. It's a shame because you know what, I would be dragging him too. You know what I'm saying? So now I got to wait till the week after next in order to get at him. You know what I'm saying? But no, in all seriousness though, you know what I'm saying? In all seriousness. I mean, I know you a homer. The Broncos at home. You giving it to them, right?
Wait, I'm a homer, but I'm a realist too. I ain't gonna say my team gonna go undefeated.
Oh, no.
They gonna lose 3 or 4 games. Okay, we're not talking about the Denver Broncos. Let's get back on track because I can talk about Denver Broncos. And plus, I'm gonna put it on the podcast. So that's
okay. Listen,
soon, all right?
Teddy Ted says. You gonna let us? You gonna let us? Teddy Ted says.
Man, I know he on my side.
He said week 1 loss for Indy, but it won't
Thank
be a
you.
blowout. But the Broncos are going to show improve. Teddy, I thought you was getting ready to say something cool. You know
He's a
what I'm
Broncos fan. I know he's gonna go. He's gonna ride with me. I ain't worried about that.
Right.
About that. But let's finish the schedule real quick, man.
Okay. Because I'm having a lot of fun with that.
Okay.
So listen.
So you got Denver losing to Indianapolis.
No, I ain't got Denver losing. I think. Listen, after the last game that we saw Denver playing, ain't no way. I don't care who the victim is in week 1.
I'm still scabbing up from that
I know.
Super Bowl loss, man. You still
But look,
looking at my scab, dog.
It does not matter who the Broncos play and where they play at in week 1. Whoever that is across the field from Peyton Manning, they're gonna be in for a rude awakening. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
And it just
All right.
happened to be.
You got some sense. You got some sense.
It just
Okay.
happened to be Andrew Luck and Indianapolis Colts. All right.
Right.
That's what it is, right?
I
Let's
agree.
see. Indy got the Eagles coming in. Then they go see the Jags. Titans and Ravens come in. Then they go out and see the Texans. The Bengals come in. Then they go on a 2-game road trip to Pittsburgh and New York before the bye. Right?
Okay.
It's a lot of road games in that first half of the schedule.
Yeah.
That's the main thing I'm worried about. I don't know how well Indy travels pretty well, right? Don't they travel okay?
Pretty good job. Yes. I mean, they went what 11-5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they definitely travel
so
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be a tough test. They got a lot of road games, man.
Okay.
So what you got? What you doing?
All right. They're gonna get their ass whooped in week 1. Move on. So I'm just gonna put out there. They're gonna lose week 2.
right.
Of course, they're gonna beat Jacksonville. They're gonna beat everybody in the division. They're gonna beat Jacksonville. They're gonna beat Tennessee. They will beat Baltimore
Okay. Wow.
at home.
Man, JB needs to be here.
I know. That's on just on JB. I ain't worried about
Right.
that. They're gonna lose. I know he's gonna tweet in a second. They will win it at Houston. They will lose to the Cincinnati Bengals, and they will lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they will lose. And they will win against the Giants at New York. So by the bye in week 10, they will be 5-4.
Oh. 5-4.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't see them losing that many games. Okay, look, I
They're
give
gonna
you.
lose. They will have a 2-game losing streak. They will have a 4-game win streak, and they'll have a 2-game losing streak.
So you think they're gonna lose against the Broncos and the Eagles?
Yep.
Nah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I'll give you the Denver win. Just because you're cool people. And I'm saying I just like I said, I got a feeling that that Peyton Manning is gonna mop up whoever's doing that thing. But but that's it though. Broncos.
Reason why I'm giving Philly the win, Indianapolis defense sucked. And like I said, Robert Mathis will not be there
Right.
4 games. And Philly high octane offense, I don't
Yeah.
think they're gonna be able to slow that down. That's just me. Then LaShawn McCoy, come on, man.
Yeah.
They
It's
ain't
gonna be a rough
stop
one.
that.
I can't wait to see how it goes down. You know what I'm saying? Look.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, the only loss I'm really seeing though, for me, I'm seeing Denver. I'm seeing.
Wow.
Maybe Cincinnati, probably. I mean, but that's all I got,
Okay.
man. That's all I got. That's all I can.
So
say.
you got them
That's all I
going 7-2?
7-2 before the bye, man.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
Indy. They're going to the Super Bowl, because Luck ain't been there yet.
Well, and okay. Anyway,
Yeah,
going to the Super Bowl.
Look, I said it. Indianapolis.
AFC. They in the AFC, right?
I know who they in the AFC. Yes. Okay. I mean,
Man, I'm gonna put it out there. You know my boy's going back. I'm not even gonna argue with you. You know that.
Look.
You know that Orange Crush going back. Mile High Stamp.
you better hope it don't come down to Indianapolis and Denver in that AFC
Really?
Championship game. That's all
Really?
I'm saying. Yeah, you better hope so.
Really?
Yeah.
There's other teams I'm scared of before I be scared of Indianapolis.
Look, man, if you don't think this whole Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning thing is real, if you don't believe the hype, something's wrong with you, bruh. I'm just saying. These dudes are out to prove a point.
You gonna go the football guru route and throw some straight controversy out there, right?
I'm just saying.
Man, let's proceed, man. 'cause
I'm just saying.
you
I'm trying to
talking
keep it
about
real
size
with
and
you,
neck
bro. I'm
right
trying to keep it real. All right, cool. Here we go. Listen, we see the first appearance of the New England Patriots on our divisional breakdown so far this season. This is their first appearance.
Right.
Yeah. And so listen, so this is where all of Indy's home games are at. So they got 3 home games in a row against New England, Jacksonville, Washington. Then they go on the road to Cleveland, come back to play the Texans, and then 2 road games to finish the season against Cowboys and Titans. I see this is gonna be good. I actually want to see Andrew Luck go toe to toe with Tom Brady. You know what? And honestly, if we're talking about it right now, I want to see Andrew Luck win that match. I want to see Andrew Luck. I want to see Andrew Luck win that battle.
I hope he wins that battle.
right.
About the New England Patriots, I hate them fools.
Yeah, I know, right? So that'll be a good matchup. I'm gonna give the win to Indy. I'm gonna give the Jags. I'm gonna give the win to Indy. The Redskins. I'm gonna get the win to Indy. They're going to Cleveland. I'm giving the win to Indy. This last Texans game, this late in the season, I don't know what Houston's going to be cooking up with. That one's a question mark for me because, I don't know. We'll have to see. Can they beat the Cowboys this late in the season? You know what I mean? Can they do that? Look, this is where the Cowboys turn on at. Can they beat the Cowboys this late in the season? I don't know. And then probably if they don't beat the Titans at home, then they'll definitely lose this game on the road to Tennessee. Unless there's some playoff implications, which it won't be because they lead the division by a long shot. So, you know what I'm saying? So,
right.
I don't know. What you think?
All right, I hope I'm wrong, but I had them losing to the New England Patriots in Week 11.
Right.
They will go on a 4-game win streak because they will beat Jacksonville, they will beat Washington, they will beat Cleveland, they will beat the Houston Texans.
Wow.
Have them losing to Dallas.
Wow. I
think, like you said, the momentum will be going.
Mm-hmm.
The offense will be high rolling. Dez Bryant going straight show off of the net game. So I have Dallas winning that game. And they're going to finish off the season beating Tennessee at Tennessee.
Yeah.
And we'll finish by winning the division with a 10-6 record.
10-6? Nope. I say 12-4.
Okay.
Yeah, I say 12-4. Look, they're gonna leave no doubt between them and Houston, unless Houston surprises everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's gonna happen, but unless Houston surprises everybody, I doubt if they do. But what did Indy finish last year? They finished at 13. What was it, 13-3 or was it 4? How many games did they win?
11-5.
Okay, 11-5. So yeah, okay. Maybe I give them an extra game. You know what I mean? I do that. You know what I'm saying? Right. But definitely they're gonna win the division. And for your sake, Indy goes 12-4 in 2014. That's Teddy Ted. That's what Teddy Ted said. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, he said who?
12-4, Indy. And what did I say? I said 12-4 right here. I think he agreed with me, right?
12-4, right? Nah, 10-6, man.
Yeah, he agreed with me. So Teddy Ted, you know what you're talking about, bro. You're a football guy. You know what I'm saying? Because look, the whole thing is, Teddy, I want you to listen to this, Teddy Ted. Glass is just nervous. He see Andrew Luck and it makes him nervous. You know what I'm saying?